Greetings, Andy here, and welcome back to my Advent Calendar countdown of favourite new releases of 2024. And we've reached my top 5, so today is day 20, and at number 5, yet another old favourite. And this one we go back a long way, and it's David Gilmour and his album Luck and Strange. And there's the man himself. Absolutely fabulous album. It's one I've listened to a lot, never get fed up with it, grows a little bit each time, and this is what I said about it in September. Let's start with the old one, and of course it's a 70s favourite by the name of Dave and the Family Gilmour. Of course, I'm talking about David Gilmour here, but it's a new album, Luck and Strange, and it really is a family affair. So, you know, he's written the music. His wife, Polly Sampson, who's a writer, novelist, I believe, has written the lyrics, and he's got 3 of their kids. They're not kids any longer, I don't think, supporting on here. Some playing instruments and backing singers, and one of its daughter, who's now, I can never remember names, so I've got to check my notes here. Charlie, Romany, and Gabriel are the kids, and Romany, his daughter, actually sings lead vocals on one track, Between 2 Points, which I believe is a cover, and also plays harp, and she's got a really lovely voice, and the harp actually works. I sometimes find harp can sort of not quite fit right, but this never comes to the fore. It's there, you're conscious of it, but it's really nicely done. He's got some good guests. Of course, he's got Guy Pratt, who's been playing bass basically since they all fell out with Waters. So he's there again, and he's got Steve Gadd, the great drummer, on there, Roger Eno, and even Richard Wright from The Grave is playing, a recording of him from obviously when he was alive on one of the tracks, and I'll come to that in a minute. He's also employed a producer, a young producer called Charlie Andrew, who's worked with Wolf Alice and Alt J, I believe, and Gilmour has sort of said and commented quite a bit in interviews and that he was really refreshing. He's not remotely overawed by Gilmour, and sometimes he's found that a problem and quite happy to challenge him, which is what he wanted. And together they've produced a bloody good album. So that overall, the theme of this is about sort of mortality and nostalgia, but it never gets melancholy. His voice, I mean, obviously he's in his 70s, and his voice isn't quite what it was when he was in his 20s, but it's held up, and his guitar playing is still superb. Right through the very last track on here, called Scattered, has a real Gilmour old school guitar solo on it. It is brilliant. Now I was going to do that as a sample, but it goes on too long, and I'm not going to get away with it in doing more than 30 seconds sample. But it's a brilliant guitar solo, right up there with his 70s classics. The album sort of opens up with quite a short track, Black Cat, which is, it's easy to think that's a sort of filler, but it's more of an overture, really. It's just or an hors d'oeuvre, if I can use a food analogy. Quite short, and then goes into Luck and Strange, the title track, which is quite lengthy. And that they obviously have been working on this track for many years, because this is the one which features the inimitable keyboard work. But I probably wouldn't have spotted it. But once I knew that it was Richard Wright recording, you can sort of hear his style in there. They recorded that in 2007, apparently, when they started working on this track. So it's been long in gestation. Just check my notes. So, and as I say, it goes through the 6 tracks on the first side, which finishes in between 2 points, which is the Romany Gilmore one, and then 3 on side B, including the quite lengthy Scattered with the fabulous guitar solo. Nice cover art, all very black and white, monochrome. Really good quality card on this. And there is, let me chuck this over there, and there's quite a sort of lengthy, detailed booklet with I don't know how many pages, but it's got lots of photos and all the credits and the lyrics in there. So very nicely done. It was quite an expensive album, to be fair, and it's very resplendent on silver, opaque silver. So, okay, so thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow for my number 4, and it's another cracker. Cheers.